Hi guys, should Jeremy Corbyn, the former leader of the Labour Party, be welcomed back? Should he have the whip restored? So that was a question put to his old friend John McDonnell on the Sophy Ridge show, following Labour's massive win and Corbyn's own success in his constituency. John says here that he has been calling for a long time for Jeremy to be reinstated. Considering Corbyn's voting record as a Labour MP and his support within the party, could it be a good move by Starmer to give his old boss a place on the backbenches?
Jeremy Corbyn also won as an independent candidate. Do you think there should be a path now for him back into the Labour Party?
I've been calling for the restoration of the whip to Jeremy for some time now, but I think after the mandate he got, it was a sizable majority as well. I'd never expected it. I thought it'd be much closer, sizable majority. The mandate he's got, it's time to mend that fence and offer him the whip again.
Right now, you think?
Yes, I think so. This has happened in the past. Nye Bevan had the whip withdrawn and restored. There's a history of this. And you settle your differences.
He didn't run against the party, though, in an election.
No, but you restore the whip when you're actually in a situation of, I think, strength, and it shows magnanimity as well in terms of Keir Starmer if he did that.
There's not much point because Jeremy Corbyn doesn't have a record of voting with the whip anyway.
Well, neither do I. But when it came down to it,
you never stood against the Labour Party, John.
No, but no,
that's a line that Jeremy crossed.
This situation there, and I said this to Keir beforehand as well. Jeremy Corbyn never wanted to stand against the Labour Party. He's been a member of the Labour Party longer than Keir Starmer, much longer.
Because
he wanted to
be.
Why didn't they let the Islington rank and file members determine who the candidate should be? And if they'd been allowed that democratic right, they would have selected Jeremy, and we wouldn't have had this mess.
I'm going to split opinion probably, but I agree with John. Jeremy Corbyn should have the whip restored. He should be reinstated as a member of the Labour Party. I think this would actually go a long way to undo some of the pain that has been inflicted within the Labour Party over the last number of years. Now, there will be costs. You know, as was pointed out here, he doesn't generally vote with the whip. He doesn't generally vote with the party. But, you know, a government that has a majority, a massive majority, can afford to have one or two MPs go against the whip. You know, Jeremy Corbyn has a record of voting against the Labour Party, but, you know, we're talking about one MP. So I think they can afford that. And of course, there is the cost that the Conservatives or the other opposition parties would say, oh, look, Jeremy Corbyn, break glass, release Jeremy Corbyn. But I think that argument has sort of run its course and it's no longer as useful to the Tories as it was in the past. But I think it would undo a lot of the pain. And something I admire about Jeremy Corbyn, especially in this election campaign, and I may be wrong here, but I did not hear any personal criticism from Corbyn directed at Keir Starmer. He could have said horrible things about Keir Starmer. They had worked together for a number of years when they were both in the shadow cabinet. He could have said really, really cutting, harsh criticism. He could have applied really harsh criticisms against Keir Starmer, but he didn't. On a personal level, I've never met Jeremy Corbyn, but he comes across as a decent human being. Somebody who cares about social justice, cares about equality, cares about the environment, cares about a whole range of things. So I think on a personal level, he's a decent human being. And I think he would be good to have in the Labour Party. Is he going to clash with the leader? Probably. Is he going to vote always down the line with the Labour Party? Probably not. But I think it would show, as John has pointed out here, strength. We disagreed with Jeremy Corbyn, but let's bring him back into the fold. He's very popular in his constituency. It would be good to have him on board, I think. There are costs, of course, but he would be sitting in the back bench. He wouldn't be a minister. He wouldn't be a member of the cabinet. So he would be at the back bench. He would be a Labour MP. And I think it would bring back some of the people maybe that Labour has lost over the last number of years. I know that it's probably something that Keir Starmer would be dead set against, but I think giving it time, maybe he will be. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.